Hello, here's a probable topic exam question involving completing the square. Some function of x is equal to 3 plus 12x minus 2x squared. Express some function of x in the form a minus bx plus c all squared, where a, b, and c are integers to be found for 3 marks. So let's get cracking with this one. The first thing you need to do is to write the function of x in the form of a quadratic. Ax squared plus bx plus c. So that will give you minus 2x squared plus 12x and plus 3. And then we need to take minus 2 out as a factor, and that will give me x squared minus 6x and then plus 3. And now we can go through the process of completing the square. So I've got minus 2, and this will give me, minus 6 over 2 is going to give me minus 3. So that's going to give me x minus 3 all squared. And of course, making the square, that will give me x squared minus 6x plus 9. So I've got to take away 9, and that's got to be all in brackets. So I've got to take away 9, and then of course add the 3. Now I can expand that little section there. I would end up with minus 2 times x minus 3 all squared plus 18 and plus 3. So that will give me the function of x is equal to 21 minus 2 x minus 3 all squared. And that's 3 marks. Part B, to go to part B, we need to read on the curve with equation y is equal to some function of x minus 7 crosses the x-axis at the points P and Q and crosses the y-axis at the point R. B, find the area of the triangle PQR, giving your answer in the form m root n, where m and n are integers to be found. So let's have a look at part B. We have y is equal to, it says some function of x minus 7, and that's where we're going to start. So we need to make sure that we use this minus 7 in our given equation, which is y is equal to 3 plus 12x, 3 plus 12x minus 2x squared, and of course now minus 7, which means we have y is equal to minus 2x squared. I'll rearrange it again. Perhaps I should have used that at first, but never mind. Plus 12x and minus 12x and minus 4. So we've gotten that part, but we also need to write down what we found when completing the square, because we can of course use it hopefully later on when we're trying to find the points P, Q, and R. So we found that through completing the square, we have 21, y is equal to 21 minus 2 x minus 3 all squared. And of course, I've got to take away 7 as well. Take away 7. So that gives me y is equal to 14. Y is therefore equal to 14, 21 take away 7, 14 minus 2 x minus 3 all squared. Good. So I've got my two equations there. How am I going to use them? Well, it does say that P, Q, and R crosses the x x-axis, yeah, y is equal to some function of x minus 7 crosses the x-axis at the points P and Q and crosses the y-axis at the point R. Okay, so therefore we need to write crosses x-axis when y is equal to 0. When y equal 0. And it crosses the y-axis when x equals 0. So having told the examiner this, we can now say when x equals 0, when x equals 0, I know from the first equation here, let's call this 1 and let's call this 2. From equation 1, y is equal to -4. So, and this has got to be the point R. So the point R is when x is 0, y is -4. Yeah, so there's one point. And when y is equal to 0, so when y is equal to 0 now, when y is equal to 0, what's the value of x? Now I'm going to use equation 2, which is my completing the square equation. When y equals 0, we're going to have 14 is equal to 2x minus 3 all squared. 2 brackets x minus 3 all squared, because that's equation 2 from here. So what does that give me? Well, that gives me 14 divided 2 is equal to x minus 3 all squared, which means that this is 7. Can I just write the root of 7? The root of 7 is equal to x minus 3. And therefore, or should I say plus or minus the root of 7, I've got 3 plus or minus the root of 7 is equal to x. So I've got 2 points there, and P, the point P, should be the smaller one. So so x is 3 minus root 7, yeah, and y is equal to 0, and q then must be 3 plus the root of 7, and of course y is equal to 0. So those are my 3 points, R, P, Q, or P, Q, and R. Now I need to show that, so let's draw a grid here, and so we have our grid, and let's go back to our pen, and the point P lies on the x-axis, so let's put the point P here, and this is going to be 3 minus the root of 7, because it's a smaller one, 3 minus the root of 7, and 0. And let's do Q here, the point Q here, and this is the point Q, again on the x-axis, and that will be Q, and that's 3 plus the root of 7 and 0. And of course we have minus 4. Minus 4 is our y value, and x is 0. So that's 0 and minus 4. So we're going to have a triangle that is something like this. It goes along here, extend here, and then of course it goes back here. Now the vertical distance then is 4, and PQ, the distance PQ, can be found how? Well, PQ will be found by 3 plus the root of 7 take away 3 minus the root of 7. And of course, well, 3 take away 3 is going to give me 0. and I've got plus root 7, and minus minus is a plus, plus another root 7. So I end up with 2 root 7. Now, the area of the triangle, so area of triangle PQR, area of triangle PQR must equal a half times the base, which is 2 root 7. This is 2 root 7, and a half times 2 root 7, and times the vertical height of 4. And this gives me, well, the 2's cancel, and this just gives me 4 root 7. And that's your 4 marks. So 7 marks in total there.